side by side then on the brakes. This is where Brian was
slower than we were at this point yesterday, Peter.
Yeah, well, the track temperature is way down. I don't know if that's what's making the difference, but of course, left-hander to end lap 3. These guys were super late yesterday and won the race, but this time it's Gonzalez who gets underneath him. Very different track temperature, a different time of day, different weather completely.
Riders were able to go one
But quick pace.
Would like to make a correction of myself as we see Veda Pratama going up the inside
to take the lead. Keep off the green.
0.3 seconds faster in the race yesterday. That was Maximo Quiles on an absolute mission at one side then. Well, that's not normally a place you overtake, is it? Goodness me.
No.
Sorry, Peter, I was going to correct.
Using every bit of road, but staying away. And the number 11, David Gonzalez, a
7:44.2. You can see the difference with that 1:45.5.
And Quiles is...
Myself, we said that Singapong went down in the opening crash. It wasn't him, it was actually Lucas.
10-year-old Spaniard. He has the lead now. Can Brian Uriarte and Veda Pratama go with him? Getting back on terms with that leading trio. He's dragged Rico Salmela with him, and soon it'll be us.
Brown, so our live timing was entirely wrong. Not sure what happened there, but Singapong unfortunately started, crucially, Peter, into 6th place as they crossed the line that time around. Hakim Danish.
A whole bunch of about 10 or 15 guys battling for the lead again.
Oh, Kevin Farkas has gone down. That's did 6th, down in 21st.
Yeah, so maybe he was involved in that.
Number 13 then on the chasing pack. Uriarte and Gonzalez, a shameful. Technically the local rider, the Hungarian, plenty of support for him this weekend. He had a great result. He was the rider that went wide or something over the gravel.
Right, so Veda up the inside, no on Uriarte.
Side by side coming into 2A and 2B. Who's going to be the last on the brakes? It is Gonzalez. Yesterday, that's a shame.
Yeah, best result, he was at 11th, best result of his season yesterday. Shame to see. No, he can't do it, but he's got past Hakim Danish, the pole man. And
we're way wide though, a big bubble for the number 11, and he's going to mess up the drive for other riders.
See him in the gravel this morning. Right, still with Brian Veda now sitting in a very threatening looking second place behind Brian Uriarte.
To cut back across it, and then we're going to have Danish. He's going side by side. We've got 4 riders abreast towards 10th.
Uriarte, but he's got Carpe, Peroni, and now Quiles on the. And of course, Pratama set the fastest lap of the race so far in taking that second position.
3, you got Danish! He's back in the second place! It's 1, 2, 3 in the championship. 1.
And they've dropped the others by a bit, Quiles and Sal.
This is pretty fascinating, Peter. I mean, we're not seeing anything like this in Rookies Cup with a trio breaking 2, 3 in the race, and it all changes in the blink of an eye as we see, unfortunately,
Mella. So it's a leading 5 now.
Rocher Moulias away at the start of the race for quite some time, I would say. I'm surprised to see Inez has gone down in the melee.
Yeah, he's obviously okay, trying to get going.
A couple of there's a track limits warning, and I say I'm keeping an eye on Morelli, the 95. I mean, 14th is not Pugliese Morelli, not further up, to be honest with you. But I've got to give a shout out to Carla Thompson.
Again, absolutely superb stuff there. Brilliant to see Hakim on the number 3.
What you'd expect from him. He's clearly not feeling in the groove today.
But it's funny, that's been his season.
He's leading the chasers from the leading duo now. The number 50.
Now splitting his 2 championship riders. That is the order, hasn't it? You know, great race, not so great race. It's really quite strange. But it still is the 51.
Well on the case in 4th place now.
Yeah, he did a 1:49.5. They run in the championship. Uriarte, Danish and Veda Pratama. 1, 2, 3. Brian Uriarte has the advantage. That's the pack that's chasing to try and get back on terms with them.
Christian Daniel. And if you got David Gonzalez, who really lost out with that big mistake in
half a second slower than Uriarte and Co up front. Well, in fact, a full second.
He had a big moment coming out of turn 9. Towards 2A, he has now been pushed back to 8th position, so it's actually 1, 2
slower than Veda Pratama, so they've got to find some pace as Carter and the rest of that second place. So
he's still there.
Good. Across the line again, it's a slipstream.
3 in the championship, and the 5th rider of the championship, Benyat Fernandez, into 4th place in the race
group. If they're going to have any chance of catching this trio with 11 laps to go, there's time in it. Seeming battle there. The 83 of Alvaro Carpe pulls out of Brian Uriarte, slipstream
just behind him, all the way from near enough the back row of the grid. What a ride this is!
But they're not doing the pace at the moment.
So as we look down the order,
But can't go past on the brakes.
Rico is with him then. He's from Benyat.
Absolutely superb, and a great run from Hakim Danish as well.
David Gonzalez, another new name as well. He's battling up further. He's got to make amends after yesterday. How annoyed was he when you spoke to him after the race?
He was just detuned, you know. Hakim, he started the year with 5 second place.
He qualified 12th position. He's only a couple of spaces ahead of that.
He wasn't angry, he was just fed up with it, really.
Yeah.
Places and then a win. He can do it. It's just a mental thing that has messed up the recent.
He's still in that chasing pack, I should say. It's Benyat Fernandez, sounds about right.
Yeah, so now the 28 of Maximo Chies slots into the races for the Malaysian. He's obviously expunged that from his brain now and
covered. Number 7 now in 7th place as well. And it certainly wasn't a flash in the pan.
to 2nd place. Superb stuff. He is battling for the lead.
It's such a different dynamic, Peter, from being the predator and the prey. A one lap speed from Ramersdorfer as he's in 5th place still. So a bit of a recovery. This is much more orderly and sedate than it was yesterday. A 144 point, they were chasing him all the time throughout the season. But now he's from that early lap, getting bullied out the way, I suppose.
And Veda had
9 from Chiles. He is the fastest rider on track by 5/10 of a season. He's on the back foot again. Uriarte's the one with more things to lose, per se, with a 4 points gap.
a nasty moment there. I think the front sort of tucked. He'd almost lost it. He's recovered okay, but he's lost.
Second. That's very, very impressive indeed then. He is a man on a mission. Out the lead, and it's amazing how that could just change a rider's mentality.
Yeah. Lost ground. It messed up his corner speed and his drive out of the corner. So he's obviously. But now, as I said yesterday, Brian Uriarte, as long as they haven't changed, and I don't think absolutely. Uriarte is very strong mentally, and he's pushing the limit there because he got himself into a bit of a trouble in that tight left-hander. I think he would have done. Brian Uriarte has the long gearing, and that works when he's on his own like this. Or you see, he actually had the better line than Veda through there. He got the drive out of it.
What can you say about Brian Uriarte, Pete? I mean, if there was anybody who had massive pressure on their shoulders coming in,
Lewis with a clear track ahead of him. Rico Samel and some of the other guys are on the short gearing, which helped. Veda caught him going into the corner, but Brian Uriarte flicked it, Ross, and punch out of the corner. But Brian was mucked up by people yesterday. I don't think he was able